Hello, Marcus Lim here with The Flash by Grant Morrison, Millar, the Deluxe edition. And this collects the 1 year run by Grant Morrison and Mark Millar. So around 12, 13 issues, something like that, over a course of a year. Okay, so back in the late 90s, Mark Waid was writing The Flash, but he wanted to have a year break. And so that's why Grant Morrison and Mark Millar stepped in for this 12 issue run. Okay, so it says here, The Flash. So 130 to 141. That's 12 issues. That's 12 issues. But also other issues as well. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, because there was a crossover in the middle. And there's something from Flash 80-page Giant, there's something from Secret Origins. Okay, alright, so so these are the 12 issues, right, before we get into the book. So starting from issue 130, okay, and then 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, okay, and then 136, which you can see is actually the cover of the hardcover Deluxe. 137, 138, 139, 140, and the last one, 141. Alright, so all 12 issues, right, of the Grant Morrison and Mark Millar run, all collected in this Deluxe edition, along with other issues as well. This was previously collected before, as a trade paperback collection, or probably even like maybe a few trade paperback collections. But this is the first time that we're getting this in Deluxe format. That's the jacket. So that's the what's that? Oh yeah, that's like different colors, which is I think in one of the stories that happens. But this is one of the covers. I think previously, here it is. One of the issues, issue 132, is the cover for the hardcover without the jacket. So let's get into it. Alright, Flash Deluxe edition. Right, so there is a table of contents, which is good. Introduction and all the issues. And at the end, there's other extra issues as well, which we'll get to when we get there. But we do have a new introduction by Paul Kupperberg. Seems like it's a relatively new one. 2023. Relatively new one. So we get to the first issue of their run, okay, 130, which involves this villain called the Suit, and also, the Suit has the ability to, I think take over speedsters, and but you do see different characters, different speedsters. Max Mercury's in there. Jesse Quick, I think, is in there as well. Jay Garrick, right, is in there. But yeah, it's also an opportunity for the writers to break Wally's legs and put him in a wheelchair. Speaking of Wally, right, the context here is that at this point in time, late 90s, Wally West is the Flash. Because Barry Allen, right, he died during the crisis. Oh, that's Wally West with a really cool lightning sort of suit. Yeah, so Barry Allen perished, right, in Crisis on Infinite Earths back in the mid-80s. And he won't be back to like the 21st century, around 2008, 2009, something like that, in Final Crisis, right? And so at this moment in time, it's all Wally West. Alright? Alright, so the second story arc, actually I wouldn't say it's a second story arc, it's a one issue Through the Looking Glass story with Mirror Master, like everything's backwards. And this really cool concept of splitting into different colors of the spectrum, right? So that's pretty cool. I think that concept will eventually get picked up in Green Lantern as well. But yeah, so this is a Mirror Master one issue story. And then we have another one issue story, Day in the Life of the Flash, which is, yeah, a lot of fans really like this issue. It's all about Jay Garrick and about how he fits into this modern world, modern setting, right? But it still presents him as a really amazing guy, right? Amazing hero, a real role model for many. Okay, so that's that. And then we have this 3-issue crossover, starting from Green Lantern, written by Ron Mars, right? Old school Ron Mars. And basically, yeah, 3 of them, Wally West, Connor Hawke, and Kyle Rayner are on holiday. Okay, well, obviously, not everything goes to plan, right? They have to, Heat Wave, Sona, and Hatchet, I think, the villains. Yeah. Okay, and then the second part is in Green Arrow, Chuck Dixon writing. And then, alright, yeah, very old school fun, isn't it? Just looking at the artwork. But the third part is in the Flash, right, itself. And yeah, it's actually in the form of a courtroom setting, which is kind of unique, right? The way it finishes the crossover. But anyhow, we get to now the next 3-issue arc called The Human Race. And I think for me, this is probably the highlight of their run. Okay, so this is literally, right, human race. So Flash is racing for the fate of the human race, for the fate of the entire Earth, right? It's racing against, that's the twist there, right? That's racing against, and his imaginary friend. And literally racing through, space-time continuum, black stars, yeah. So pretty much, the only limit is your imagination, right? This is a sort of wacky, high concept idea that you come to expect from like Grant Morrison. And then we get the last story arc, Black Flash, another 3-part one. This one is only by Mark Millar. At this point, Grant Morrison has dropped out. Okay, so Mark Millar's on his own here, and the interesting thing is, yes, this is actually the story arc which introduces us to the Black Flash. Okay, the very first appearance of the Black Flash, the personification of death for speedsters. And so Wally West has to literally outrun death itself, right? Outrun death itself. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I mean, this is where Black Flash got introduced the first time. But it all leads on into Mark Waid and Brian Augustine return for the Flash, right, after that, and that kicks off their continuation of their run. So that's that. We have a 80-page giant story here with a very meta story, Mark Millar making Wally West, right, very meta. Another one here, I think this is more Grant Morrison's point of view. Yeah, so 2 of these stories. And we also have a very short bio. I think it's from, yeah, here you go. Right? From this JLA Secret Files Origins #1 from the late 90s. And then here's some covers for that 3-part Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Flash, original art gallery, pages, pencils, inks from different issues. Okay, without the coloring. And then here's some concept sketch art. Oh, and interestingly, you got some letters pages, which I don't think I've ever seen, but it's really cool, right? So for instance, 135, I think this is reprinting the original letters page. Very cool, very cool. Yeah. I don't think that's really been done before, but maybe they'll keep doing this in future deluxe editions. It's like a blast from the past. And biographies, and I think that's it. So yeah, so there you go. 12 issues of The Flash. Actually more than that, right? But yeah, this is the 1-year run by Morrison and Millar. Okay, and again, it's popcorn fun, very high concept. Yeah, you can, I mean, I would say it's fairly standalone. You don't need to know too much. Just dig in, dig out, dip in, dip out. I mean, yeah. So there you go. Check it out. The Flash by Grant Morrison and Mark Millar Deluxe Edition. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.